Hey everybody, welcome in. This is Christo Mac. So yesterday I made a video regarding politicians and how they're all millionaires, every one of them, in the federal government. So since COVID started, I started really diving deep into politics. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent, and I typically vote for the person. However, this has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans or independents. It has to do with simple politicians in general. So, what I have pulled up on the screen here, and today we're talking specifically about good old Nancy Pelosi, 80 years old. She has been in office since 1987. I mean, it's insane that she's been in office for that long. And you look at our country in that time. So, 1987 to now, the country has continually gotten worse. And it's happened under her watch and many, many, many other lifelong, pathetic, corrupt politicians. So, Nancy Pelosi, it's staggering. So right now I have pulled up the average median household income per year. So according to the CPS, the median household income was $63,179 in 2018. Now that's for a household. So typically a man and a wife live in a house. So 63,000 is the total household income. Divide that by 2. That's what? $32,000 on average, for each American. Average. It's pathetic. So I decided to look into, okay, so these politicians, they think they're chosen. They think they're our saviors. They think they know what's good for us, right? And they're 100% hypocrites. So Nancy's, as far as I can tell, is one of the biggest hypocrites. So the average household income is $63,000. Maybe it went up since 2018, but this is what I could find. So let's see, Nancy Pelosi. So Nancy Pelosi earns $223,500. It's a $30,000 raise from everyone else because she's the Speaker of the House, where everyone else makes $174,000. Now that's just her salary. So $32,000 is, what most average Americans make. But we'll just say 63,000. We'll keep it as the household, okay? So Nancy Pelosi and every other politician are better than us because they're telling us we should be able to live on $63,000 a year when they live on $174,000 a year, and in Nancy's specific case, $223,500. But it gets way better than that. It's far worse than that. So the MRA, the Members Representational Allowance, they give them $944,671 for each member in 2019. So basically, Nancy has $1 million, and every other politician in the federal government has $1 million to spend throughout their year on whatever they need. Wardrobe, a Louis Vuitton purse, transportation, travel expenses, hotel rooms, apartments, food. Basically, they live for free. So Nancy's been doing this since 1987. So her salary literally just goes into a savings account because she doesn't need to spend her own money when she gets $1 million a year. But she's actually spending way more than that because when you look into this even further, you realize she has a private jet on call whenever she needs it. And that's what we're going to look into next. So before we get to the private jet, I want to bring up, here's Nancy. So she was born March 26th, 1940 in Baltimore, Maryland. And as you can see right there, she has been a congresswoman from California in the U.S. House of Representatives since 1987, and it's ongoing. Pretty ridiculous. She's 80 years old, right? She's old, like extremely old, outdated. She has no business being in politics, as most of these politicians. It's ridiculous. You're 80 years old, lady. Leave. Go away. Let someone younger, more in tune with actual reality, right? You got to take money out of this, because corruption is, as long as money's involved, corruption's everywhere. So politicians are better than us. They live for free pretty much while they're in office, bank their salary, which is 5 times the amount of the average American. Why? Because they're better than us. They're chosen. They're the chosen ones. Plus, they don't even, a lot of them, Nancy specifically, though, does not fly commercial. So according to the AP News, this report was January 25th of 2019. It says, we reported in 2010 that Nancy Pelosi's jet travel cost the Air Force $2.1 million over a 2-year period. $101,000 of which was for in-flight expenses, including food and alcohol, Mr. Fitton said, noting that the average cost of an international congressional delegation trip was $228,000. Of the 103 trips that Mrs. Pelosi led, 31 of them included members of her family, Mr. Fitton said, citing one trip to the Middle East for lawmakers and their spouses in 2008 that cost $17,931 per hour. So that's half of the average salary for an American for a year. This woman's spending $18,000 an hour. I mean, think about that. She's not spending it. We are, with taxpayer dollars. We're footing the bill with our measly, $63,000 a year salary. So his investigation revealed other expenses. Purchases include Johnny Walker Red Scotch, Grey Goose Vodka, EJ Brandy, Bailey's Irish Cream, Mark Whiskey, Courvoisier Cognac, Bacardi Light Rum, Jim Beam Whiskey, Beef Feeder Gin, Dewar's Scotch, and the list goes on. Corona beer, all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, that is insane. And then we keep, where is it? So then we keep scrolling. There she is, 80 years